Happy Friday, traders. Another week is etched into the books. Bulls showed they're still in control this week, but SPY and QQQs closed with a shooting star doji today, so we're keeping an eye on that.
For sure.
Several sectors and stocks are brewing, and with next week's interest rate decision, we could be in for fireworks.
Big time.
You're tuned into the Stock Market Summary Series, and as you guys know, none of this is buying or selling advice. We're just here to provide market commentary and education, but nothing we say here is financial advice. Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Our mission today is to really synthesize today's technical action with that crucial economic data that just dropped. I mean, we're focusing on the key pivot points right before that big Fed decision next week.
Right. And overall, the market, it nudged higher. It really held its ground. SPY gained, plus 0.19%?
Yep.
And it eased past that early warning sign, that shooting star doji we mentioned, which, can signal a reversal.
Right. So that move tells us the bulls successfully defended that line. It keeps us heading toward all-time highs. And DIA and QQQ are right there with it, maintaining that leadership.
But the internals, that's where I'm seeing a bit of a yellow light. The small caps, IWM, they pulled back about 0.5%, right when they looked like they were about to break out to a new high.
And that rejection, that's what's important. It suggests the underlying health of the broader economy isn't quite keeping pace with big tech and the blue chips.
You can see that divergence so clearly in the sectors. Energy XLE showed some real resilience today.
It really did.
Pushing higher, recovering back above its weekly symmetrical triangle. That move effectively, it negated that bearish death hook pattern we were tracking.
Exactly. That's a clean technical win. It suggests a strong institutional rotation back into the sector.
Now you compare that to real estate XLRE.
Total contrast. It's stuck, still coiling inside his own weekly symmetrical triangle, and it's sitting precisely on its support trend line.
So with the rate decision coming next week, that sector is basically just in a holding pattern. That support is critical.
And very vulnerable to macro shocks.
Okay, let's pivot to some individual stocks because that's where some real action is brewing. First, solar, FSLR.
Still tightly coiled. Daily chart right on that trend line support.
But the one with the real potential fuel here is Lemonade, LMND. It's sitting in a textbook, it's ascending triangle pattern, and it closed right at that horizontal resistance, just under $80.
That $80 line for LMND is a massive friction point. And here's why you should care. The stock has a really high short float.
Right.
So if the bulls manage to break and hold $80, you have a high probability setup for a short squeeze. And that's where shorts are forced to buy back shares, and the price can just spike dramatically.
And high-state setups like that, they require an ironclad risk framework. This is just seasoned wisdom here. Set your stop loss and manage your position size before you even start the trade.
Non-negotiable. That level of disciplined entry and risk management is, it's exactly what we focus on teaching in depth in the mentorship program.
So moving to the macro side, today's mixed data, it kind of supports that soft landing narrative, right?
It does. Core PCE, which is the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, was perfectly in line, cooled to 2.8% annually.
And personal income rose, but spending softened a bit. It shows consumers are, bending but not breaking under current costs.
Exactly. Even consumer sentiment, which is still near recession-era depths, it ticked up slightly.
So this whole picture, this mosaic of data, it really solidifies the market's high expectation. What is it, around 90% odds now?
About that, yeah. For a gentle 25 basis point Fed rate cut next week.
That brings up a good point. As always, guys, if you've got a stock you're watching or a question about the markets, drop it in the comments.
Yeah, we might cover it in an upcoming episode.
We might. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate these market summaries, do us a big favor and hit that like button.
It's totally free, and it helps us out in a big way.
It really does. And click subscribe, too, so you don't miss a beat. You can always unsubscribe later.
Okay, on the crypto front, Bitcoin dropped about 2.9%. It's forming a pattern that looks a lot like a bear flag.
So a little continuation down.
It suggests that, that profit takers are unwinding leverage after that run toward the 93K swing high.
But the dollar was pretty stable, and that allowed the metals story to continue. While gold, GLD, dipped a little.
Silver, SLV, rallied. up over 2%, still holding that high base.
Which confirms that patient rotation we were talking about last week. It suggests metals are poised to rally if the dollar stays range-bound after the Fed speaks.
And all these technical examples, SPY's doji defense, XLE's clean pattern negation, and that high-stakes test at LMND's $80 resistance. They aren't isolated events. They highlight the critical, practical skills like pattern hunting and finding those odd-stacked entries that truly sharpen your edge. That's the core value we drill in our life coaching mentorship.
So we circle back to our stock of the week. What's your read on LMND's $80 standoff? Is that the short squeeze spark we're looking for?
Or is it setting up as a bear trap reload? That's the question.
It is. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe, and tune in next week as we dissect the aftermath of the Fed's decision.